Welcome to Meet the Artist. On today's show, we'll be interviewing Lowell Royer, an art student at the Edna College of the Visual and Performing Arts. Welcome.
Hello, I am Lowell from the Nature Isle of Dominica, and I am currently at the Edna College, and I'm a painter and a tattooist.
Okay, so Lowell, tell us about your earlier education.
Well, I never really studied art in school.
Okay.
I did economics and maths at college, and that was it. I just wanted to paint and draw, so I didn't really want to go to any school until coming to Edna.
Okay. So before coming to Edna, you did paintings and tattoos
for a living.
Okay. Do you have an inspiration, something or someone?
Yeah, my inspiration is Earl Etienne, my uncle, and he's the best painter in Dominica right now. And he pushed me into painting because all I really wanted to do was make tattoos and play basketball. But he really pushed me into the painting and caused me to come to college, Edna Manley, because that's where he went.
Okay. So, what are some of the courses that you do at Edna Manley College?
Right now, I'm a graphics student, and in graphics we have Viscom, illustration, and design principles. I also do some theory subjects, psychology, African art. Yeah.
Okay. So, what has the experience at Edna Manley been like?
I love it,
Okay.
especially living on my own. So I don't share any room with anyone, I don't clean up after anyone. I love it, but the workload is a bit much, but seeing that I love art, I enjoy it.
Okay. After you've received your degree, what do you plan to do?
I plan on having my very first painting exhibition. I've been to exhibitions, joint exhibitions with my uncle and his friend, and also in group exhibitions at different places in Dominica, but I never had my solo exhibition, so that's one of my main goals. And then I'll also just continue doing tattoos.
Okay, so do you think there's a readily available market for persons like yourself?
Yes, because the thing is most artists don't really see the value of having exposure on the internet. You hear this thing about the struggling artists, but artists don't really have to struggle. All you need to do is get yourself on the internet and the world becomes one big country. So you don't have to worry about trying to sell your painting personally. Just put it online and somebody will want to paint.
Okay, so tell us more about the artwork on your arm.
Alright. Ever since I was a child, I used to draw on myself, maybe you too, and Roger. And I never really stopped. My mother used to beat me for doing that, but then when I started doing tattoos, I decided to make them permanent. So now this one is animal stripes, and that represents the animal within all of us. Even if you are innocent or shy, whatever, you have some kind of animal lurking inside you. The bush represents my attachment to nature and my love for nature and everything to do with nature. This is wolf in Chinese, and Lowell actually means wolf. Yeah. This one right here I did with my left hand because I'm trying to practice to do stuff with my left hand, and it means kinetic potential. Now that has a long story of me always saying that I can do art. I say I can draw, I say I can paint, but I never really had any artwork to show. But now, ever since coming to Edna Manley, doing so much work constantly, my work is starting to show. You know, so this is kinetic potential, potential energy being energy that is contained. Kinetic energy is moving energy, so that's kinetic potential.
So you're right-handed?
Yeah, I write with my right hand, but when it comes to artwork, I can use both hands, and that came from me doing murals. And whenever I am stuck in a corner somewhere, I would just switch hand and use the brush without even thinking about it. And that's how it started.
So, do you have any artwork here? Show us.
Yes. This one here is my very first sculpture we did last year. We had to sculpt our classmate. That's my very first. The thing I did was I went on YouTube and I just did a little research to see how the masters did it. Then when I came to class, I did it like that for the very first time. And that's the result. This one here is an illustration piece. And it's called The Rape of Mother Nature. We're supposed to do some environmental concern like pollution, deforestation and stuff, but I always like to make my stuff epic. So I made the Rape of Mother Nature. She's a dryad, that's part tree, part woman, or part human I guess, and a lot of stuff is happening here. That's my self-portrait. My very first. Never really wanted to draw myself because I knew all my imperfections will come out, and that's the result. It kind of looks like me in 3 to 5 years from now as a face to fat, and that's one of our daily exercises at drawing class. We do once a week.
Okay, you do tattoo on yourself. Tell me about carrying out procedure on other persons.
Alright, most people never really know what they want. Right? So they come to you and you need to show them some books, some ideas, and then sometimes you need to help them with the placement because they will see their friend with a tattoo and want something better than that, but they don't really know what exactly they want. But others come with their design, and in order to copy the design exactly as is, you would have to trace it on a stencil and then paste it on the skin, and then you start the tattoo process. But I never was the one to really use stencil, so I would just draw the thing freehand on the skin, and then they would say, now they don't really like it that big, make it smaller, or change that letter, or they don't do this, and we just fix it on the fly, and then we tattoo the process.
Okay, so we have a piece of your work here today.
Yes.
Leanne.
This is Leanne Humphrey.
Hey, Leanne from Barbados.
And Leanne wanted a very interesting tattoo, which is Africa with 3 lion heads on it. And I was very excited to do that because I love animals.
He was excited. And he took his time.
Here's the result. Tattoos now, you get to meet very interesting people, and it's a very fun experience, and you get to know people from all over the world with different personal backgrounds and stuff.
Okay. It's a very fun experience, especially with Lowell Royer.
Thank you, Leanne.
You're welcome, Lowell. So what advice do you have for other artists out there?
You need to be confident in yourself. And like, I am a very shy person, but when it comes to art, I put myself out there and I just do it confidently. Once you practice the thing, you're going to do it confidently. And I have a saying which I developed at a very young, a reasonably young age, and it goes, I can't do it is no excuse. You'll prove you can when you try, and will be good at it through practice.
Okay. So that's it for today, folks. Join us next time on Meet the Artist. Remember, your program, your favorite, your artist.